Hello students, today we will study the new topic of chapter number 5 standard 8. The topic is circle graph or pie chart. So till now we have studied about if we have given the raw data, then how we can handle that raw data. How we can represent that raw data in either, how we can arrange that raw data either using the frequency distribution table or group the frequency distribution table, or how we can represent it by drawing the graph, like we can draw the bar graph or we can draw the histogram, right? So for from that, now this new topic is also related to some kind of picture representation, graph representation, but the graph here is different, right? We have to represent the information in a circle. So have you ever seen this type of circular graph in anywhere, in any advertisement, in any movie, right? Maybe you have seen but you don't know about this thing, right? If you know that, it is very good. So let us study about what this kind of graph represent, which kind of data we can represent using this type of graph, that is circle graph. We can say a circle graph or pie chart. So first, here we have drawn a circle graph. What kind of information this circle graph represent? The time spent by a child in a day. So in a day, how many hours are there? 24 hours are there in a day. So this circle represent the 24 hours. Now how we can divide this 24 hours? See, this is the circle and this is the center of the circle, right? This is the circle and this is the center of this circle. From here we have drawn different lines. This line, this kind of lines we have drawn from the center. And when we draw these two lines, then that this portion such becomes, this portion is called the sector, right? So there are how many sectors? 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. 5 sectors we have made here by drawing these lines, and these lines are radius of the circle. So what this, why we draw only this portion, only this kind of sector here? Here why the gap is bigger, here why the gap is smaller? That are the questions that may have in your mind, right? So let us study one by one. See, this portion is the greatest portion of this circle, the greatest sector, and this represents the 8 hours. This is smaller than this represents the 6 hours. Again, these two are the same and this both represents the 3 hours, and this is the greater than these two sectors and it represents 4 hours. So calculate how many hours is this? 8 plus 6 plus 3 plus 3 and plus 4. Total is 24 hours. So now you can understand that the 24 hours we divide into this type of sectors. Each sector represents the hours. So what this hours represents? Here we have write down the sleep. That means a child sleep 8 hours in a day. That is why this portion represent which data? The sleep, the spend, the time spent in sleeping by a child. Again, this is 6 hours and this is for the school. A child spends 6 hours at school. A child spends 3 hours to play the games. In the same way, the child play the 3 hours in other activities like helping in the homes, helping the father, helping the mother, or any other activity. like to go to market, this kind of activity the child spent the 3 hours. That is why it is taken as others, and 4 hours is for the homework, right? So now you can understand this portion represents the slip data of the slip, school, play, others, and homework. So in this way we can divide the circles by making this type of sectors, whatever the data we want to represent. But how to decide that how much portion we have to take? That is depend on that data. See how, let us take one example that we want to find out hours spent in sleeping. So how much portion we have to draw here? The sector, how much sector, width of the sector, the area of the sector, that is depend on this calculation. See, hours spent in sleeping, that is equal to number of sleeping hours upon whole day. Whole day means 24 hours. So the sleeping data is 8 hours, sleeping hours is 8, and the whole day is 24 hours. So when we cancel, we get 8 3s are 24. So this 1 upon 3 represents the portion we have to spend here as a circle, right? So out of the whole circle, 1/3 of the portion we have to keep for the sleep, right? In this portion we cannot take any other activity or any other data. This much of the portion is we have to give for the sleep. In this way we can also calculate this portion. This is 6 hours. So the hours spent in school is what? 6 hour upon 24 hour. And 6 upon 24 is 4. 1 upon 4. That means from the whole circle, 1/4 part we have to reserve for the school. Right? So in this way we can also calculate this and this. So how much the portion we have to reserve, we have to draw the sector, that is depend on how much the data we are using here, right? So in this way we can represent this data, that is the time spent by a child in a day using this circle graph or pie chart. Understand? Let us take one more example. This data represents the age groups of people in a town. So there, let's suppose there is a town. The people from the age group 0 to 14 years, that are, how many people are there? 30,000. 15 to 16 hours, 50,000 people are there, and 60 years and above, 20,000 people are there. So see, you can see only three data we represent in this pie chart or in this circle graph. So you can see that this portion 15 to 16 years cover the half portion of the circle, right? That means now we can say that the fraction of this age group will be equal to 1/2, because 1 means the total circle, area of the total circle. 1 means the area of total circle, and 1/2 means the half circle, area of the half circle. So here when we calculate these, let us calculate one by one. First of all, the total people is how much? 50 plus 30 plus 20. That is equals to 50,000, 30,000 and 20,000. Total is 1 lakh. So we have to divide with 1 lakh. So the people with the age 0 to 14 years is equals to, how many people are there? 30,000. And we have to divide it with 1 lakh. That is the total people. So here we get 3 upon 10, that is equals to 0.3. If we convert into decimal, we get 0.3. Now we will calculate the people with the age 15 to 16 years. So this is 15,000. So 15,000 upon 1 lakh, that is equals to 5 upon 10, that is equals to 0.5. And people with the age 16 and above, that is 16 and above is 20,000. So 20,000 upon 1 lakh is equals to 2 upon 10, and by converting it into decimal we will get 0.2. So see, here we get what? 5 upon 10, that is 1 upon 2, that means the half. So here the half circle is covered by this 15 to 16,000 year age group people. That is why we get here 1 upon 2, that is 5 upon 10. Now what will happen if we add all this data? When we add, we get the total 0.2 plus 0.5 plus 0.2 is equals to 1. 1 means the total circle, right? 1 means the area covered by the total circle. And these are the fractions. 3 upon 10, 5 upon 10 and 2 upon 10 are the fractions. Okay, so fraction is what? The portion of the whole, the part of the whole, right? So in this way we can represent this kind of data using the circle graph or the pie chart. Here also in this example also you can calculate the every fraction that like that we get here 1 upon 3. By school you get another fraction when we calculate for the play, third, for the others, fifth, and for the works, sixth, fifth. So by when you add all that fraction, you get the total is equals to 1. So this is all about how we can draw the graph or pie chart. So in next class we will study how we can draw the graph using some of the exercise sum. So this is all about this lecture. Thank you.